welcome to the Roseville Puppet Wagon. Before we start, we'd like to introduce ourselves. I am Eleanor.
I am Anna.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Ani.
Now, if you've been to our in-person shows, you might know that we usually sing a little silly song before we start. So, we're going to sing a little silly song before we start the show. It is called the Moose Song. So, this is a repeat after me song.
This is a repeat after me song.
And a do as I do song.
And a do as I do song.
There was a great big moose.
There was a great big moose.
He liked to drink a lot of juice.
He liked to drink a lot of juice.
There was a great big moose.
There was a great big moose.
He liked to drink a lot of juice.
He liked to drink a lot of juice.
Singing whoa.
Singing whoa.
Well, 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 well.
Well, 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 well.
Wee-oh, wee-oh.
Wee-oh, wee-oh.
Well, 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 well.
Well, 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 well.
The moose's name was Fred.
The moose's name was Fred.
He liked to drink his juice in bed.
He liked to drink his juice in
The
bed.
moose's name was Fred.
The moose's name was
He
Fred.
liked to drink his juice in bed.
He liked to drink his juice in bed.
Singing whoa.
Singing whoa.
Well, 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 well.
Well, 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 well.
Wee-oh, wee-oh.
Wee-oh, wee-oh.
Well, 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 well.
Well, 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 well.
He drank his juice with care.
He drank his juice with care.
But he spilled some on his hair.
But he spilled some on his hair.
He drank his juice with care.
He drank his juice with care.
But he spilled some on his hair.
But he spilled some on his hair.
Singing whoa.
Singing whoa.
Well, 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 well.
Well, 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 well.
Wee-oh, wee-oh.
Wee-oh, wee-oh.
Well, 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 well.
Well, 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 well.
Now he's a sticky moose.
Now he's a sticky moose.
He's a moose.
He's a moose.
Full of juice.
Full of juice.
On the loose.
On the loose.
Singing whoa.
Singing whoa.
Well, 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 well.
Well, 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 well.
Wee-oh, wee-oh.
Wee-oh, wee-oh.
Well, 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 well.
Well, 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 well.
All right, thank you for singing with us. We're going to start the puppet show in just a second. Thank you.
There once was a boy named Nikolai who sometimes felt uncertain about the right way to act.
I want to be a good person, but I don't always know the best way to do that.
Nikolai's friends understood, and they wanted to help him.
If only I could find the answers to my 3 questions, then I would always know what to do. When is the best time to do things? Who is the most important one? What is the right thing to do? Those are some deep questions. Can't we just answer some different ones? I know where the best place to find bugs is. I'm sure those are the questions I want answers to.
So, Nikolai's friends considered his first question. Then, Sonia, the bird, spoke.
To know the best time to do things, one must plan in advance.
Gogol, the monkey, who had been rooting through some leaves to find something good to eat, said,
You will know when to do things if you watch and pay close attention.
Then Pushkin, the dog, who was just dozing off, rolled over and said,
You can't pay attention to everything yourself. You need a pack to keep watch and help you decide when to do things. For example, Gogol, a coconut is about to fall on your head.
Nikolai thought a moment. Then he asked his second question.
Who is the most important one?
Those who are closest to the stars.
Those who know how to heal the sick.
And those who make the rules.
Nikolai thought some more. Then he asked his third question.
What is the right thing to do?
Flying!
Said Sonia.
Having fun all the time.
Laughed Gogol.
Fighting!
Barked Pushkin right away. Then the boy thought for a long while. He loved his friends. He knew they were all trying their best to help him answer his questions, but their answers didn't seem quite right. Then an idea came to him.
I know. I'll ask Leo, the turtle. He's lived for a very long time. Surely he will know the answers I'm looking for.
Nikolai hiked high up into the mountains where the old turtle lived all alone. When Nikolai arrived, he found Leo digging a garden. The turtle was old and digging was hard for him.
What are you trying to grow in your garden?
Gold!
Really?
No, silly. I'm going to grow healthy food.
Listen, wise Master Leo, I have 3 questions, and I came to ask for your help. When is the best time to do things? Who is the most important one? And what is the right thing to do?
Leo listened carefully, but he only smiled. Then he went on with digging.
You must be tired. Let me help you.
The turtle gave him his shovel and thanked him. And because it was easier for a young boy to dig than it was for an old turtle, Nikolai kept on digging until the rows were finished. But just as he finished, the wind blew wildly and rain burst from the darkened clouds. As they moved towards the cottage for shelter, Nikolai suddenly heard a cry for help.
Help!
Running down the path, he found a bear whose leg had been injured by a fallen tree. Carefully, Nikolai took her into Leo's house and made a splint for her leg with the stick of bamboo. The storm raged on, banging at the doors and windows. The bear woke up.
Where am I? Where is my child?
The boy ran out of the cottage and along the path. The roar of the storm was deafening. Running farther into the forest, Nikolai found a baby bear, cold and shivering on the ground. Nikolai carried her inside and laid her with her mother. The next morning, the bear's leg was healing nicely. She thanked Nikolai for saving her and her baby from the storm.
Thank you. We have to say goodbye, but we are so much better after being out of the storm. Goodbye, Nikolai.
Nikolai felt great peace within himself, but he also felt disappointed. He still had not found the answers to his 3 questions. So, he asked Leo one more time.
But your questions have been answered.
They have?
Yesterday, if you had not stayed to help me in my garden, you wouldn't have heard the bear's cries for help. Therefore, the most important time was the time you spent digging in the garden. The most important one at that moment was me, and the most important thing to do was to help me with my garden. Later, when you found the bear, the most important time was the time you spent mending her leg and saving her baby. The most important ones were the bear and her baby. And the most important thing to do is to take care of them and make them safe. Remember that there is only one important time, and that time is now. The most important one is always the one you are with. And the most important thing to do is to do good for the one who is standing at your side. For these, my dear boy, are the answers to what is the most important in this world. This is why we are here.
Nikolai felt content. He had the answers to his questions and his wonderful friends at his side. The end.